Hi everybody! Today I'm going to be flipping through the fall 2019 issue of Easy Quilts from Fons and Porter. I have a vague memory of getting this magazine, but I don't really remember any of the quilts in it, so let's check them out together. Easy Quilts from Fons and Porter, tackling triangles with fresh designs with sharp quilts. Okay, first up we should have Going for Baroque, designed and made by Art Gallery Fabric Studio. I love Art Gallery Fabrics. But I don't love this quilt. What's going on here? I keep staring at this shape that's running into this triangle. I'm trying to like make sense of this in my brain. Are the parallelograms supposed to be like weaving? No. I don't know about this. This is a lot of shapes, a lot of points going in a lot of directions, and I think I just can't, I can't settle somewhere. I keep coming into this. Doesn't this look like an open book? Like a... trying to find some shape that my brain can make sense of, and I just don't see one here. I'm also struggling with this palette. I usually love a low volume, but this like shell color on this linear word print, I don't know about this one. I'm not gonna make this. If you want to make it, it's in this magazine. The next one is called Glaciers, designed and made by Kaylee Sharp, quilted by Pat Willis of Happy Frog Quilting. That's a cute name for your business. Okay, this is Glaciers. This one I like better. So I can picture this, the solids look nice, but I can picture this in prints with like a solid yellow or an orange or a purple where the white is. I think that looks pretty simple, really big blocks. It's a pretty straightforward design, but you could do a lot with it depending on your fabric. It's a good, like canvas to build from. The next one is called Saratoga. It is designed and made by Barbara, Barbara Chodjanecki. Sorry, Barbara. Ooh, I like this. Do you have a flat look? This quilt pattern meets guidelines for Quilts of Valor. Ooh, good for them. Quilts of Valor has some strict guidelines, y'all. Like, you just want to make a quilt for a veteran, but they got rules. Okay, I mean, they have quality standards, and sure, of course they should. This quilt, I like this quilt. I liked it more on the bed than I like it in the flat look. The space between the blocks feels a little generous to me. But I love an Irish chain connecting through. So, that I'm into that. It almost, like, can you just see this shape right here? Like, see how round it looks? When I get kind of far away from it, or when I see it from the side, I get more of that, like, round shape from the sashing, and I'm into that. I like that. This one is called Prism Break. It is designed and made by Gina Redden, quilted by Catherine Rister. Uh-oh, is this Robert Kaufman stripes? Yes, it is. Look at that. Multicolor stripe. It doesn't say you have to use Robert Kaufman, but I know that fabric, that's what it is. Whew, this is cool. Look at this on this black background. See, love a black background. Oh, the quilting is really cool in those too. This pops. This is cool. It's pretty big. Oh, it's not that big. 57 by 76. This is a good like couch size throw quilt. This black background will show off all the pet hair from snuggling with your loved ones, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Next up is Stars Over Santa Fe. Oh, I remember this quilt from when I first got this magazine. Designed and made by Anne Wines, quilted by Tiffany Barkis of Unique Quilting. I remember staring at this because I like to dye. I like to hand dye fabrics. And wouldn't this huge negative space be a perfect showcase for some hand-dyed fabrics? The blocks are not like, wow, they're blowing me away. But I think the way the whole quilt comes together, it's cool. It's really cool. I do like that the borders are just on the top and bottom too. And of course I like a big contrast. I like a blue background with a yellow block. That's nice. Now that I'm looking at these blocks, I'm kind of like, how did they put those together? I love like the silly goose or a circle of geese block like this. I think it maybe in the star you can't quite appreciate that nice circle shape, but I do like blocks like that. This one's called Follow the Directions, designed and made by Mary Kay Davis. Whoa! This looks very modern. Look at how these like spin. You see that? Are you getting that effect on the screen? I can't tell. Oh, I just now saw that they're arrows. Classic. Okay, I just now saw that these are supposed to be shaped like arrows because I was immediately looking at this big black like strand of DNA down here, and you can't see the arrows in those, but you can see the geese. I think this is one of those kind of like modern quilts that would be hard to like make your own, because if you use prints, you're not quite going to get, oh, look, we have a mirror image of those. I'm going to keep calling it, it's like a spiral staircase. Do you see that shape in the white now? I had to kind of tilt it a little bit to see that. Yeah, I think this is an impressive piece of work. I don't know how I could change it to really make it mine, because the solids, the design, I do like the quilting though. Love some parallel lines quilting. Love that dentist scrub. That scrubs blue that they chose for it. The next one's called Great Steps, designed and made by Linda and Carl Sullivan of Colorworks. Ooh, those Colorworks people are pretty famous. All right. I like the color. This looks like the Stars Over Santa Fe colors. I wonder if they use the same prints. This looks like it would be a tricky quilt to make. The shape of these triangles, let's see, is it on point? No, it's blocks. Whoa, okay. It's blocks that have like this blue sashing. That's tricky construction, and that's a cool pattern to have. I think they did a really nice job picking colors that show off the pattern. This is neat. This is a good one. Colorworks. I expect no less. Here's a section on troubleshooting for triangles because everybody needs that. This one's called Lullaby Land, designed and made by Karen Bialik. Oh, it's just squares. Quilts for kids. Oh, this is, you can donate. Does it say how to donate it? No, it doesn't. I think this organization, you can donate. It takes quilts for children who have experienced some sort of crisis and donates them. This would be a great quilt for that, sure. Gonna come together like super fast, super easy. You could put like Minky on the back. That's great. I didn't even notice that the rail blocks were like set in a certain way. So I think you could choose fabrics that would show off that design way more. Like I saw these little chains on it. I did not see, I still can't see. Oh, here, the blue, the blue is like spinning, little spinning pandas. But we don't quite get that without some contrast. Colorado Sunset, designed and made by Kate Colleran, quilted by Crystal Zagnoli. Ooh, this looks like one of those mountain quilts. Have you seen those mountain quilts people have been making? This is cool. I think this is all 60-degree triangles and they just really played with the color, which is inspiring. I like that. Sometimes they look like upside down. Are these batiks? No, I think they're those prints, those blender prints. Nice little gradient with the colors. Looks really good. Oh, and they gave us a template. Dart about. The scattered triangles in this intriguing quilt are made by joining the colorful patches with simple stitch and flip technique. Designed and made by Ramona Sorensen. Oh yeah, this quilt. You can make this. Aw, I like it. It's kind of like dancey hourglasses, you know? Kind of falling off to the side. Okay, so this is just blocks with a snowballed corner, I think. And look how they come together. You could make this with scraps probably. Oh man, can you imagine just like really light scraps on maybe like an electric blue background. Yeah, I like this. And these, I think their points are maybe touching, but you could just do it a little smaller and then they wouldn't quite have to touch, and that would probably change the hourglass design, but still a great way to use up scraps. Bountiful Blessings, designed and made by Pei Saita and Mimi Hollenberg. Ugh, I've seen this panel. I have seen this panel before. Okay, this is a panel that says thankful and grateful, and look at this treatment. This is pretty nice. This is part of the panel, these little chalkboard thingies. I think this is a nice framing of this panel. It's pretty dark. I wish they'd done like a light, maybe right outside of this black, a light instead of straight into this brick wall, but I like it when the half square or when the borders make a frame like this, kind of makes the design lift off of them. Panels, y'all. This kind of panel, this is a great panel design because look, there's no straight lines on the outside. So this panel was probably a little skewed when they got it and started ironing it, but it doesn't matter because they can take a straight line off the words and then cut appropriately. There's no like hard edge to the panel. So if you're looking for a panel, pick one that does not have a hard border around the edges. Ooh, Vista, designed and made by Stephanie Sheridan, quilted by Linda Leatherstitch. Okay. I worked pretty hard on this gradient, and I think it's working out. I think these are batiks, and I really like those. The color's really fresh. It's making me think of like citrus, you know, like a lemon tree or something. It looks like just a lot of patches come together with, oh yeah, they're actually making cross blocks. So it's thoughtful, but I don't really see it in the finished design. But I do like the way that the colors kind of gradient through it. It's really lush, really juicy looking quilt, don't you think? Don't you think? Don't you agree with me? Okay, do we have any more? Do we just have techniques back here? No, that was it. Okay, so this was Easy Quilts, Tackling Triangles. I think my favorite quilt in this issue is this Dart About one. Look at it from far away. Do you see how it kind of like makes like a curvy shape in the background? Leave me a comment and tell me what your favorite quilt was. Again, this is Easy Quilts from Fons and Porter, Fall 2019. Thanks for watching. See you next time.